You don't know, do you? I do.
这一集 Emily Blunt 一家人离开家寻找更多可能，遇上了由 Cillian Murphy 和 Jimon 饰演的谜样人物，彼此命运互相牵引，让剧情走向出乎意料。而 Cillian 当初看完第一集就興奮地寫 email 想向導演表白，只不過這封信到現在還在他的草稿郵件裡，為什麼嘞？ What did you write actually?
Oh, I wrote to say how much I loved the movie, how brilliant a job I thought he had done, how I felt that it was a very moving, emotional experience for me, and that I was very inspired by what he did as a director and as an actor.
He did, which was so kind and very sweet. He said he had never written an email to anyone after seeing a movie, but he was going to write one to me because he loved the first one so much. And then when I offered him the role, he told me that story. And I remember writing him back to make him feel better, and I said, well, good, because I would have thought you were desperate, and I would have never offered you this role, so.
But I never sent it, so whatever.
Luckily, he didn't send that email, and now he's the star of this movie.
Which scene was the most stressed one for you this time?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna, there was a lot of sort of physical work that I enjoyed doing. It was challenging, but you know, it was a pleasure to be working on this film. So I wouldn't call it difficult. I would say challenging. You know,
I've thought he's the best actor that we have. He's one of the best actors around, in my opinion, and he has been for so many years. I knew he was technically and emotionally fantastic. I think what surprised me is how good he was on every single take, every single second of the day. He's one of those actors that you hear about where every take's a little different. He's completely dialed in. He's an incredible teammate. He's never complaining. He's always supporting everybody else in the movie. He's just a dream to work with.
Besides the stunts and the physical challenges, you say this movie is the most emotionally challenging as well. So which scene was the most stressed one?
I don't know, anything to do, I mean the scenes with Cillian were quite emotional. I have a little scene with Noah where I have to leave him. I have to leave him to go and get help and go and get an oxygen tank and for the baby, I need to get him medical supplies. And it's a really scary moment for her. It's a big decision for her to have to venture out. And I think you just see the character tested to the limits in this as to how far she'll go to protect those kids, and she will go all the way.
There were a lot of moments. Weirdly, that scene at the end of the movie where Cillian and Millie have a scene where he says that he's nothing like me and that she is a lot more like me, that was a really emotional moment for me. And I think that Cillian, being the father of kids, and myself being a father, talking to her, I think there was a lot of weight behind that scene.
But on this set, there was a lot, like, we had a lot of fun, there was a lot of laughing, you know, it wasn't all intensity, you know, because there's a lot of young actors around as well, so you got to keep the atmosphere fun when you're not working, otherwise it would be too much intensity all the time, all day.
Watching this one reminds me of my own experience sending my niece and nephew going to school for the first day.
Yep.
Sometimes you just need to let go. How was your experience?
It's really hard. I have had both experiences. Sometimes my daughters are very cool with us leaving them at school or leaving them at a friend's house. Our youngest, I think, is extremely tough. So she just she doesn't even look back. She's just like, yep, we're already in school, this is done. And then my 6-year-old is very sweet and probably, you know, can be very emotional. And so she's still, it's kind of nice still when she looks back and says, don't leave. I'm like, I won't, I'll never leave.
John said it was agony to watch you and Noah saying goodbye to each other last time. How about this time? What was your last day like on set?
It was very emotional. I mean, here we were back in this place together again, and it was just as hard this time to say goodbye as it was the last time. And we're still in touch a lot, and every time that we're in the same area, we always make sure to meet, have dinner, you know, hang out So we're still very much
Did
in
you
touch.
cry?
Of course I did. We all did.
Maybe the third one?
The third one, the studio hasn't made any announcements that they're doing another one, but I learned my lesson from the first time, and so now anytime I had a little ideas about a third one, I wrote them down while I was writing this one.
I'll see the movie.
So yeah, it's a great movie. The second one, as she did. This is like quiet too.
Hello, Taiwan. John Krasinski here, and I am very, very, very excited for you to see A Quiet Place Part 2. If you love the first one, I think you're going to love this one even more.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Hi Taiwan, please go and see Quiet Place Part 2. You're going to love it.
How many times you scared?
During this?
Yes.
How many times did I jump?
Yes.
Oh, you're jumping throughout the whole thing.
Thank you very much.